morning students. Here we come up with the median and ulnar nerve in the hand. So therefore, the disposition of median as well as ulnar nerve in the hand, only one beautiful line diagram, and we are going to understand this beautiful topic here. We go with the palm and we draw the outstretched thumb. Here, this is the outstretched thumb, and then we show we will take it down slightly so we have enough space. Then we show the cleft between thumb and the index finger, and then we show the middle finger, then the ring finger, and then the little finger. So in this way, here we draw the palm at this point, and we will slightly draw this in a broad manner. So here we complete the palm. Now in this palm we are going to draw both the median and ulnar nerve, and see what is the course, the anatomical course of the median ulnar nerve with its branches. Here, in order to start, we first need to draw flexor retinaculum. So therefore, we will first draw the flexor retinaculum, and this flexor retinaculum will serve as an important landmark for the entry of median and ulnar nerve in the palm. So therefore, here we complete this by giving horizontal color to the flexor retinaculum. Median nerve, we are starting with median nerve. We know that the median nerve, as it ends in the forearm, it will pass deep to the flexor retinaculum to gain an entry in the palm. So therefore, the median nerve will travel deep to flexor retinaculum, deep to this flexor retinaculum. The median nerve will gain an entry in the palm. So after traveling deep to this flexor retinaculum, the median nerve will give a recurrent branch. This recurrent branch will be from its lateral side. So therefore, the first branch which we draw, and we put an arrow. This recurrent branch is a muscular branch. So therefore, here it will give a recurrent branch, and we name it as recurrent muscular branch, and it will supply the thinner group of muscles, not all the thinner group of muscles. We'll write down. It will supply, number 1, abductor pollicis brevis. Then it will supply superficial head of flexor pollicis brevis. And then it will supply opponens pollicis. These 3 muscles it is going to supply by recurrent muscular branch, which is given off from the median nerve as soon as the median nerve enters the palm deep to flexor retinaculum. So once again I repeat, the recurrent muscular branch will give supply to abductor pollicis brevis, superficial head of flexor pollicis brevis, and opponens pollicis. 3 muscles. This is asked in MCQ from recurrent branch as it enters the palm. After giving recurrent branch, this median nerve will then divide into lateral and medial division. Please note down, it will divide into lateral as well as medial division. Therefore, we are going to name, first of all, we are going to name this structure as median nerve, and we are going to name this division as lateral division, and we are going to name this division as medial division. So therefore, this lateral division will then give 3 proper palmar digital nerves. See the name, 3 proper palmar digital nerves. That is what we need to write. And those 3 proper palmar digital nerves will supply either side of the thumb, either border of the thumb on the palmar surface, and it will supply the radial side of index finger. It will supply the radial border or radial side of the index finger. These 3 will supply either side of the thumb and the radial side of the index finger or lateral border of the index finger. These 3 are known as the, please note down, these 3 are known as the proper palmar digital nerves. The 3 proper palmar digital nerves from the lateral division of median nerve, which will supply the palmar surface of the either side of the thumb and radial side of index finger. The name will be proper palmar digital nose. Then the medial division. This medial division, coming to the medial division, this medial division of medial nerve will divide into two common palmar digital nerves. The name will be two common palmar digital nerves. So therefore, it will divide into 1, 2. So this will be 1, this will be 2. Please darken it. These two will be the common palmar digital nerves, the two common palmar digital nerves. So here, once again, I am going to mark these two as the common palmar digital nerves. Now, these two common palmar digital nerves are branches of the medial division of median nerve. What will be their course? The common palmar digital nerve will travel deep to superficial palmar arch. Also, these nerves will be present in between the flexor tendons, the long flexor tendons. And these two common palmar digital nerves will travel in between superficial and deep transverse metacarpal ligaments. Superficial and deep transverse metacarpal ligaments. Now, these two common palmar digital nerves, as they course forwards towards the cleft between index and middle finger and towards the cleft between middle and little finger, they will divide into again two divisions. Each of them will divide into two. What will be the name of these two divisions? Now the divisions from these two, each of them, each of the common palmar digital nerves, those two divisions will be known as proper digital nerves. So here, very simple, just remember the line diagram, it is basically very simple. So each common palmar digital nerve, now it will divide into two proper digital nerves, see here. And these two proper digital nerves will travel on either side of index finger as well as the middle finger. So at the cleft between index and middle finger, one of the common palmar digital nerves will divide into two proper digital nerves which will supply the adjoining sides of index finger as well as middle finger. Adjoining sides of index as well as middle finger. So at the cleft between index and middle finger, this common palmar digital nerve will divide into two proper digital nerves, and these two proper digital nerves, one of them will supply the index finger, which side? Medial side of index finger. Other will supply lateral side of the middle finger. So that means it is also in short known as the cleft between index and middle finger, either sides of the cleft between index and middle finger. So they are known as, here I will write down, proper digital nerves. They are called proper digital nerves. Same way, this division of common palmar digital nerve, the medial division of the median nerve is divided into two common palmar digital nerves. So the medial division, this is medial, this is lateral. So this is the lateral division of the common palmar digital nerve. This is the medial portion of the common palmar digital nerve. It will also travel till the cleft between middle and ring finger. And then as it travels towards the cleft between middle and ring finger, it will also divide into two proper digital nerves. And these two proper digital nerves will travel and supply the cleft between middle finger and ring finger. So therefore, again these two divisions, they are called proper digital nerves. So the label here will go as this same, proper digital nerve. So each of the common palmar digital nerves, as they arrive at the clefts, will divide into two proper digital nerves, each of them. And these proper digital nerves are supplying the adjoining sides of the index finger and middle finger, and the adjoining sides of the middle finger and ring finger. Very simple. Names you need to remember. These two are common palmar digital nerves and their divisions are proper digital nerves. Now here, sometimes it is asked in MCQ, this portion also, that proper digital nerves, what areas they will supply. So, very brief, proper digital nerve, I am going to mention, it will supply articular branches. It will supply articular branches to this articular branches. It will supply to, remember, metacarpophalangeal joint and interphalangeal joints. So here, metacarpophalangeal joint and interphalangeal joints. Please note down. So these proper digital nerves, they will supply articular branches in the form of metacarpophalangeal joint and interphalangeal joints. It will supply these joints. Similarly, it will supply the proper digital nerves, these proper digital nerves of the median nerve, they will supply skin of the palmar surface, the skin of the palmar surface of the digits. The skin of the palmar surface of the digits, that means skin of the palmar surface of the thumb, skin of the palmar surface of index finger, skin of the palmar surface of the middle finger, and skin of the palmar surface of half of ring finger, only half, lateral half of ring finger. Then proper digital nerve will also supply, this proper digital nerve, here I will write, it will also supply the skin over the dorsum, the skin of the dorsal surface of the middle phalanx and the distal phalanx. So middle and distal phalanges, the dorsum, skin of the dorsum of the middle and distal phalanges, it will be supplied by proper digital nerve. Skin of the dorsum of the middle phalanx and distal phalanx of how many digits? Lateral 1, 2, 3 and half digits. So this proper digital nerves will supply the skin which is present on the dorsum of the distal phalanx, middle phalanx, of index, middle and half of the ring finger. What about the thumb? It will supply the skin of the distal phalanx only. Distal phalanx only, no middle phalanx. It will supply the dorsum of the skin of the distal phalanx. And lastly, the proper digital nerves will also supply, it will give branches to, this is very important, pulp of the fingers, these are the pulp of the fingers, and nail bed. So the tissues which are present deep to the nails, that is called nail bed. So these are the areas which the proper digital nerves, these proper digital nerves will supply all these areas. So therefore now the median nerve, last two divisions, this proper digital nerve here where my finger is there, which is supplying the radial side of index finger, will give a branch, it will give a branch, and this branch will be known as branch to the first lumbrical muscle. So here this will be known as first lumbrical muscle, the branch which is given to first lumbrical muscle. Similarly, we know these two common palmar digital nerves. Out of that, this is lateral common palmar digital nerve, this is medial common palmar digital nerve. So the lateral common palmar digital nerve will give another branch, and that branch will be given to second lumbrical muscle. So here this branch is given to second lumbrical muscle. So here this is the entire median nerve which is disposed in the palm. Very beautiful picture, very beautiful diagram. By this diagram you are able to remember all the branches. Therefore, summary, the entire median nerve in the hand will supply how many muscles? Number 1, it will supply abductor pollicis brevis. Number 2, superficial head of flexor pollicis brevis. Number 3, opponens pollicis. Number 4, first lumbrical. And number 5, second lumbrical muscle. And it will supply the skin of the palm of the hand of lateral 3.5 digits. Lateral 3.5 digits. 1, 2, 3 and half. That means the skin of the palm of the thumb, index finger, middle finger, and half of the lateral half of the ring finger. That is the palmar aspect of these digits. It will give sensory supply to lateral 3.5 digits, median nerve. Now we come to ulnar head on this side, ulnar nerve. Now ulnar nerve, this nerve will pass superficial to flexor retinaculum. See here, it passes superficial to flexor retinaculum. This nerve will pass superficial to flexor retinaculum. Let us darken this nerve, ulnar nerve. It is passing superficial to flexor retinaculum. Then it passes deep beneath the palmaris brevis muscle. So here there is this subcutaneous muscle. Let us draw, and this will be palmaris brevis muscle. it will pass beneath the palmaris brevis, which is a subcutaneous muscle, ulnar nerve. So first, let us mention this as ulnar nerve. Then let us mention this as palmaris brevis muscle. As it passes beneath the palmaris brevis, it will divide into two main branches: superficial branch of ulnar nerve in the palm and deep branch of ulnar nerve in the palm. So here it will divide into, let us take this as deep branch, and here this will be superficial branch, and we are going to name these two branches as superficial branch, and we are going to name this as deep branch. We are leaving deep branch for a moment and we are focusing on superficial branch. This superficial branch will give its first branch. The superficial division of ulnar nerve will give its first branch to palmaris brevis muscle. So a muscular branch will be given and that will supply palmaris brevis muscle. The superficial branch or superficial division of ulnar nerve will give a muscular branch to palmaris brevis muscle, first branch. Then this superficial branch of ulnar nerve will give two branches. Number one, it will travel along the ulnar border of the little finger, and this branch is called proper palmar digital nerve or proper digital nerve. So therefore here the name of this nerve will be proper digital nerve. What will this proper digital nerve do? It is going to supply the ulnar side or medial side of the little finger. Second branch which it will give will be, remember we are focusing on the superficial division. The second branch which it will be, it will give this common palmar digital nerve. The common palmar digital nerve. So therefore here we mention this as common palmar digital nerve. This is the common palmar digital nerve. It will travel till the cleft between ring and little finger, and as it reaches the cleft between the ring and the little finger, it will divide into two proper digital nerves, and these two proper digital nerves will supply adjacent sides of the ring and little finger. So therefore here we are going to name these two as proper digital nerves. Just as proper digital nerves of median nerve supplying the lateral 1, 2, 3 and half digits. This is the proper digital nerve which will supply the proper digital nerves which will supply medial 1 and half. That means it will supply the whole of the little finger and medial half of ring finger. So therefore once again the superficial branch of the ulnar nerve will supply a muscular branch to palmaris brevis muscle, and then it will divide into one proper digital nerve which will supply the ulnar side of the ring finger, and second common palmar digital nerve. This common palmar digital nerve, as it travels till the cleft between the ring and little finger, it will divide into two proper digital nerves which will supply adjacent sides of the ring and little finger. Proper digital nerves, just as if you see on this side, just as the proper digital nerves of the median nerve, it will supply articular branches, it will supply the remaining branches towards the skin of the palm as well as the pulp, nail bed and the dorsum of the skin of the distal phalanx and middle phalanx. But here, in case of the distal and middle phalanx, please note down in ring finger, the medial half will be supplied by ulnar nerve and the lateral half will be supplied by median nerve. That is the skin of the palm as well as the skin of the dorsum on middle and distal phalanx. So always remember, the entire ring finger is divided into two equal parts, lateral and medial. The lateral part will be supplied, the skin over the lateral part of the ring finger is supplied by branches of median nerve, and the skin over the medial part of the ring finger will be supplied by branches of ulnar nerve. So this is the superficial division of ulnar nerve. Now coming up with the deep division. So now the deep division of ulnar nerve, it will travel and supply all the muscles. For that, very easy, very simple. If we come on this side, please come on this side here. Only a line diagram, a flow chart. This is the deep division of ulnar nerve. Let us name this as the deep division of the ulnar nerve. So here, the deep division of ulnar nerve. it will pass between two muscles, and those two muscles will be the abductor digiti minimi and flexor digiti minimi. So here we are going to draw this as abductor digiti minimi and here flexor digiti minimi. And then it is going to pierce one muscle which will be known as opponens digiti minimi. So therefore here we are going to mention this as abductor digiti minimi, and here we are going to mention this as flexor digiti minimi. And remember, these are hypothenar group of muscles. These are hypothenar group of muscles, and this muscle will be the opponens digiti minimi. So it will supply muscular branches. The deep branch of ulnar nerve will supply muscular branches to all the three muscles. It will travel between abductor digiti minimi and flexor digiti minimi, and then it will pierce opponens digiti minimi. So it is going to pierce this opponens digiti minimi and travel further forwards. And it will supply muscular branches to all these three hypothenar group of muscles. Abductor digiti minimi, flexor digiti minimi and opponens digiti minimi, and then it will travel further forwards. It will provide, as it goes forwards, deep in the palm. It is deep in the palm, deep branch of ulnar nerve. It will supply to third and fourth lumbricals. So the branches will be given to, here we are going to write now, third lumbrical and fourth lumbrical. So it will divide and give branches to third and fourth lumbrical, and then it will again give branches to, now here it will give branches to, here I'm going to write down simply by giving these two arrows. So this flow chart, you can remember it very easily. It will give branches to all the palmar introsei, and we know there are 4 palmar introsei in the hand, and or the dorsal introsei. We know that there are 4 dorsal introsei in the hand. So it will give muscular branches to palmar introsei all and dorsal introsei all. That means all the palmar and dorsal introsei, they are provided branches from the deep branch of ulnar nerve. And then this ulnar nerve will then give branches. It will give the branches to 2 muscles of the thenar group. And what are those 2 muscles of the thenar group? Those 2 muscles of the thenar group will be, it will give branches to the deep head of flexor pollicis brevis muscle and the adductor pollicis. So therefore it will give branches to deep head of flexor pollicis brevis and adductor pollicis here. So these are the 2 branches, muscular branches which are given, deep branch of flexor pollicis brevis and adductor pollicis, muscular branches from the deep branch of ulnar nerve. And in the last, this deep branch of ulnar nerve will then terminate by dividing and giving branches to the articular branches too. It will then pass and give articular branches. Please come on this side so it will be easy for us. So it will give articular branches to, these 2 are very important, to the intercarpal joints, the joints between the carpal bones, and carpo-metacarpal joints and carpo-metacarpal joints. So this is how the deep branch, see here the deep branch, the entire flow chart, if you remember, it will be very easy for us to understand the entire branches of distribution of the deep branch of ulnar nerve. So to summarize, the ulnar nerve will give muscular branches to, we start with how many muscles? Adductor digiti minimi, flexor digiti minimi, opponens digiti minimi, third lumbrical, fourth lumbrical, all the 4 palmar introsei, all the 4 dorsal introsei, then deep head of flexor pollicis brevis, adductor pollicis. Remember, the superficial head of flexor pollicis brevis is supplied by median nerve. All these are MCQs. Remember, branches of ulnar and median nerve, they can be asked, any of these branches can be asked in MCQ. And lastly, the deep branch will provide articular branches to intercarpal joint and carpo-metacarpal joints of the palm of the hand. And what about the sensory distribution? Please come on this side. The sensory distribution will be, it will supply to the skin of the palm on medial 1.5 digits and dorsum of the digits present on index, not index but little finger and ring finger, half of ring finger, or which surface is over distal phalanx and middle phalanx. So distal phalanx and middle phalanx, dorsum of the skin present on distal and middle phalanx of little finger, and lateral half of the dorsum of the skin present on distal and middle phalanx of ring finger. So these are the entire distribution of the ulnar nerve. So here by these two diagrams we have finished the entire distribution of the median and ulnar nerve in the hand. Thank you very much.